Our next guest is probably best known for his role as Sheriff Seth Bullock on HBO's critically acclaimed series, Deadwood. But in his most recent project, the film Catch and Release, he plays the leading man, Fritz, and shares the silver screen with starlet Jennifer Garner. We welcome in an actor certainly on the rise, Tim Olyphant. Tim, thank you for joining us.
Nice to be here.
We know you're a huge sports fan. We're going to get to that in a second, but a question that anyone would ask, what's it like to play opposite Jennifer Garner?
Yeah, it's a piece of cake. Yeah, it's a piece of cake. You know, she was pregnant when we were making this movie. So there was that to get. I was a little uncomfortable at first, and then I got over it.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, she's great.
As we say, you play really in a great show, a fascinating character. Your character is the lawman in a very difficult town, essentially. If I were to ask you to cast somebody in the show to be a force of good against a lot of characters of evil, Tim, in the sports world, who might it be? To
come work with me.
Yeah, work with you.
You know, I'm a huge Clipper fan. And when I say the Clippers, I think we know what I'm talking about, the team of the future.
Clearly.
Yeah. You know, I picked them to win the West.
There we go.
Sam Cassell. Yeah, I just want to walk down the street with Sam, just to hear him chatting with everybody. Just be great.
Not only do you say...
Good look for him.
It is a good look.
Nice look for him.
Not only do you say you like sports, but you back it up. You actually have another job where you call into a sports radio show.
Yes, my morning job.
How did it come about?
You know, we have this alternative radio station in L.A. It's a great station. Steve Jones of the Sex Pistols does the afternoon thing. This guy, Joe Escalante from the Vandals, does the morning show. And I was a huge fan, and I went on to promote season 3 of Deadwood. And as I was on there, I thought, you know, God, it'd be great to do something on this show. I'm just a big fan of the radio station. And he said, well, what would you do? And I said, well, you don't have a sports guy?
I'll be a sports guy.
He said, we're getting one in 2 weeks, but if you'll do it tomorrow, that would be great. And that was like 7 months ago.
But now you had an interesting scenario with that where you almost got fired. What happened?
Yeah, well, because I did it for a while, and then the station had put off hiring the guy that they were going to hire because I was calling in every morning for free. And it was kind of working. And then they wanted to fire me because they needed, you know, they needed some sort of commitment that they knew. They just figured one day I'd stop calling. And I guess for a good reason. I probably should, I don't know why I was calling every day. But I enjoyed it. And so I remember thinking how ironic it was they were going to fire me for doing for free what they wanted to pay somebody to do. But yeah, I kept my job.
And now we're going to present you with the opportunity for another tryout, if you will. A man who makes his life with auditions. Yeah. You've done radio.
Yeah.
We know you're a sports guy.
Yeah. You realize sometimes I just watch this show and just repeat what you guys say.
I don't want to hear any disclaimers out of you.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a legal problem.
We don't need to hear the excuse. Everyone sits at home and thinks, oh, it's so easy. I could just read the highlights. Those guys haven't made
that. But that, by the way, that is what I do.
Okay, so
I just read the paper.
The NHL All-Star Game was last night. Here is a shot sheet, Tim.
There we go.
You're going to look at the monitor. We're going to roll the highlight, and you're going to take us through it.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the NHL All-Star Game.
55th NHL All-Star Game, but for me it felt like the first. Sidney Crosby, a member of the Eastern Conference team. First period, West leads 2-1. Nice puck movement by the East, and Vincent Yippee-ki-yay. Did I tell you I was in Die Hard? He scored. Where are we? That ties it 2-2. Now we're at 5-8, 8-5. It's like the NBA All-Star. Nobody plays defense apparently. Daniel Briere, 7-9. Oh my God, how do you go so fast? The West is on a 3-2. Sakic feeds Nash. Also a very good Canadian basketball player. Rips a wrist shot. 10-1 West. Is the game over? 12-9. Oh my God, what a game.
It's so easy, isn't it, Tim?
Boy, you guys move things along.
It's just so easy. I love the basketball references you threw in there. And
thank God for Steve Nash. I've done movies in Canada, and if he wasn't in the NBA, you wouldn't get a game for at least an hour.
What did you learn from doing that in a sentence?
You're very good at what you do.
Now, don't assume that I am. Jay and the other people who do it professionally.
All of them are very good. It's a great job. You must love, I mean, it's a great job.
It's a great job, no question. You also have a great job. No one's crying for you playing opposite Jennifer Garner.
It's a good gig. It's a good gig.
Tim, thanks for spending a little bit of time and playing along with us.
Pleasure.
And that was Le Cavalier. Okay?
Not Yippee-ki-yay.
No, not Yippee-ki-yay. No. Catch and Release will be in theaters nationwide this Friday, January 26th. Please check it out. Over to Jay.
what, Tim? I know Vinny LeCavalier, and I think he would probably prefer Yippee-Yi-Yay. It just has it just sort of rolls off the tongue.
Good. I'm glad I hope he appreciated that.
I'll let him know.
Yippee-Ki-Yay, Jay.
Yippee-Ki-Yay.
Got to get it right.
Vinny LeCavalier, Yippee-Ki-Yay. All right.